Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Ask AJ. It's on a Thursday, controversial, normally on a Wednesday, so I'm sorry for the day late. All the team were busy and out the office yesterday on various appointments, so we've just had to push it back just one day. But what I thought I'd talk to you about today is how you can sort of recreate some of the top AshdownJones styling tips on the day of your viewing. And I've actually seen recently some really good examples of this at some of our homes. And it really helps to portray a space and a room to your viewers, and then they can envisage what sort of lifestyle they might have, you know, if they were living in the house. So for an example, I was at a house the other day. I thought it was really nice to see that the owner had put out on his really lovely windowsill, and he's got a big like window seat with a great view looking out over the woods, and he'd set up a lovely pair of binoculars and a little sort of bird book and all this kind of thing. And actually it was the first thing that the viewers went to was to the window, and I think to see that setup, you know, they could really sort of envisage themselves sort of sitting there and admiring the wildlife and the birds that were in the woods. So that's why it can kind of act as an important tool on the day of your viewing. So one thing we sort of try and suggest is that on the day of the photo shoot, of which we're doing quite a few now at the moment, sort of like take note of what the team are doing. So anybody that's worked with us will know that the team will come on the day of the shoot and style each room in the house. So it's a good opportunity to kind of see what the team do, and then you can try and duplicate that on the day of the viewing. So whether it's down to things like I just said, putting out certain items in the windowsill, or something else you might do, is just as simple as buying a fresh bunch of flowers from the supermarket or from you know, a flower shop, and then get them in a lovely vase. Normally the best in kind of like a central location, whether it's a dining table or if you've got a nice big island in your kitchen, and it just really helps to make a really good first impression, particularly if you've got a typical Lake District wet and windy day. It really helps sort of like brighten up a room for when your viewers come in. So that could be like a simple thing that you could do on the day of the viewing, not that expensive, but it just really helps as a first impression. The other option is, even though I'm hoping it is going to get warmer, and I think we are getting there, is kind of set up your fireplace. So have it ready to go, have the fire lit. You know, if viewers are coming and it's cold and windy outside, they want to come in and sort of, you know, warm up and get by the fire. And again, it portrays that lifestyle that they can then envisage having in that house, you know, sitting with the family, maybe playing a board game or reading a book, or even just watching the TV with the fire on, being all cozy in what would potentially be their nice new house. And then if you really want to go the extra mile and sort of again duplicate what the team do on the day of a shoot, you could do things like putting out you know, a nice sort of cake on a lovely cake stand in the kitchen, or fresh bread. One thing we really like doing or thinking about at the moment is utilising all the senses. So even just brewing a fresh pot of coffee can make that first impression for your viewers that extra bit special as they walk through the house. And all those kind of things you can, you know, get set up before the viewing takes place. And then the team or whoever's conducting your viewing can then just sort of put it into motion, whether it's just boiling the kettle or adding a log to the fire, or just simply putting all the lights on. So yeah, try and take note, and if you kind of forget maybe what happened on the day of the shoot, or you know, what were the top tips to kind of think about, another option is just have a quick flick through your brochure. So it's a nice chance to see how a room was styled on the day of the photo shoot, and then try and duplicate that, whether it's just, you know, in terms of how the bed was made, or how certain rooms were laid out, whether any bits of furniture were moved, just kind of utilise a view or to make a space seem bigger. It's a good sort of tool again to remind yourself of how best to portray your house on the day of your viewing. And then if you really want to know a bit more detail in regards to these top tips, we do have the Ashdown Jones blog, which you can find just on the Ashdown Jones website. And this month we are talking about the 12 top tips for styling your house. So, you know, if you want to utilise that, feel free, head over to the website and have a look and check out the 12 top tips that you could use. But like I say, your best opportunity is watch what we do on the day of the shoot, have a chat with the team, and just sort of speak through what they think might be best for you to do on the day of your viewings taking place. And that can just really help you to really portray the house in its best light and get you those offers coming in. Okay, so that's all for today, and we look forward to speaking to you next week, hopefully on Wednesday next week. We'll try and stick to the plan, and hope you all have a fantastic weekend.